Welcome back, Portal Masters. SEO Matt here. A little bit of a test live stream. It wasn't last week. It was a couple weeks ago. I was attempting to play the game, and we just could not get that game audio to play for whatever reason. Like, I've been doing it for years, using the exact same system, and for whatever reason, that stream did not want to go. So we're back today. I had our whatnot auction earlier, and now I want to try playing the game a bit, kind of make up for a couple weeks ago, and because I need to make progress on this game. Haven't really had enough time to play, so today is one of those days. But Plant King, Connor, Chaos, Hunter, welcome. Glad to have you all here. So I guess first things first, can you hear the game audio right now playing in the background? That's the first thing I need to know. Like, I can hear it in my headphones, so theoretically you should be hearing the same thing. But that's also a problem we ran into last time, so you can. Awesome. Love to hear it. Okay. Can you show the accolades so we can see your percent? Yeah. So here, we're gonna look over here. So yeah, my game file overall is at 78%. And so like that's what we're trying to get to 100.
Roll with the punches.
Welcome back to Woodburrow, hero of Cloudbreak Islands. What can I do for you today? There are still places in Cloudbreak that need your assistance, Skylander. Visit with Eon and
Connor,
missions are available.
Interesting question. Enough money to sponsor a football team, but can't buy Skylanders globally. I'm not sure what you mean by can't buy Skylanders globally. I buy Skylanders from anywhere. But sometimes it's just a matter of, does it make sense for what you like? I still have limits to what I can pay for, but it depends on what you're selling. So yeah, if I'm misinterpreting that, let me know. But yeah, I will buy Skylanders from anywhere. Connor, Five Nights. I am aware of the game and the franchise. I have never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I know I've learned over time there's a huge crossover between the fan bases of Skylanders and Five Nights for whatever reason. Like the timing just worked out, I guess. But like, I know a lot of Skylanders fans do play Five Nights. I am not one of those. I have never played, and I don't think it would really be my style of game. So, Martin, member for 34 months. Love to see it. Thank you very much for the support. Love it. Undercoverism. I assume what they're talking about is I am an owner of the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers here. If you're familiar with the NFL and the Green Bay Packers, they are a very unique team in terms of ownership, in that they don't have a singular owner. They are legitimately owned by the fans. Every few years they open up and you can buy stock in the Packers. So I probably I can say that I am proudly an owner of the Green Bay Packers. Yes. So it's not like I'm a billionaire and I completely own a team. It's a very unique situation. But yes, I bought Packers stock. Absolutely. doing nuts lock with friends on trap team. Need you to choose my Skylanders. Need you? Okay, playing in trap team. Gio, do you have any limitations? Like, do they actually have to be from trap team, or can it be any of the characters from previous games, or like what do you need? And then is it just like one from each element, or what are we talking? There's usually a lot of rules that go into locks, and yeah, I'll have to set my own up at some point. CEX to buy Skylanders. I've heard mixed reactions about CEX. I've heard some folks tell me like, yeah, they're the best. They always have great prices. But I've also heard people complain about them and say, yeah, either they overcharge or they never have anything in stock, or their listings on their website are inaccurate, so you can't ever really trust them. Yeah. So I don't know. I unfortunately, being in the States, I can't buy directly from CEX. Like, they don't let you purchase from the States. So how much stock do I have? I just have one share right now. If they ever open up again, I'd consider buying another share, but yeah, I just have one share of package stock right now. But yeah, that's legitimately how the Packers finance the team is, or one of the main ways they finance the team is by selling stock. You can choose from every game, but from each element, and no traps or magic items. Okay. Okay, well, I feel bad picking too many non-trap team characters, because I mean that's gonna make the lock even harder. I think you have to go with my favorite trap master, so you have to do shortcut. Shoot. Let's see. Cobra Cadabra. Fist Bump. Flinkon. Oh, Flinkon's good. Okay, that's air, earth. Need a fire. Who's gonna give you a fire? You know, we're gonna switch this one up and pull it out of trap team. Your fire is gonna be Flame Slinger. Life, we need to show everybody how good the starter pack characters actually are. So you get Food Fight. So Magic, I had Cobra Cadabra. Tech will go. Oof. Tech is rough in trap team. Well, I mean, Jawbreaker's not bad, but maybe we'll go outside of the game again. What do we like in tech? Tech. I don't know. Do I have a favorite tech character? Maybe we'll just stick with Jawbreaker. I can't come up with anyone better right now. So Jawbreaker, shortcut in Undead, and then with water. Let's just stick with Snapshot, because once again, starter pack characters are fantastic. Oh, Martin, you're right. Drobot would be fantastic. If you want to switch the tech to Drobot, that would be acceptable. So what was that? That was Flinkong, Fist Bump, Flame Slinger, Food Fight. I just realized those all start with F, and that was unintentional. Cobra Cadabra, Drobot, Shortcut, Snapshot. All right. Lucas finally got the light on. Nice. All you need is Fire and Life. Good luck. Good luck. We just sold the Life Yawn new in box the other day over on Whatnot for $576. The game has some frames. I'm hoping this will turn out better. We'll see how this goes. I should buy Skylanders from OfferUp. Connor, why do you say that? Like as a joke, or you're actually finding good deals there, or like what are we talking? What are we talking? I think I've looked at OfferUp in the past, and just like it reminds me too much of like Facebook Marketplace, and why I moved away from that is just it's so hard to actually get a deal done and without people like backing off or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Underdro, the Trap Team Locked, Geo was just working on that. So yeah, it's nothing I'm doing specifically, but Splatoon begun collecting reposes. Nice. Tobias, I do not have a good giveaway today. No, today is more to test the live stream, make sure I can get the game and the sound working again, because I couldn't a couple of weeks ago. So I wanted to make sure that I can do that moving forward. So it seems to be working, which is great, but I'm gonna stick around for a couple hours and play, because I didn't get to the other week. So we're gonna see how that goes. Jasper having audio problems. Is anyone else having audio problems? That may be on your end, Jasper. I haven't heard anybody else complain about it yet, but please let me know if there is. Like, I don't know how much there is that I can do, because it sounds good on my end. And I don't think I have any weird settings going on. So yeah, let me know. Geo, good luck with that. Yeah. Oh, you didn't even have Fling Kong yet? Yeah, Fling Kong is like the one air character I actually think is good, maybe? Like, there's a couple that are decent, but in general, air is my least favorite. So, yeah. Fling Kong for the win, for sure. Ethan taking a break from Skylanders. No problem with that. I understand. I never really got into the Pokemon stuff. Okay, everybody else sound is good. Cool. Audio could be better, but it's still good. Underdrill, when you say audio could be better, do you mean me personally, or the game, or both, or what are we talking about? Because I know the game kind of does this thing on its own where it kind of fades in and out from time to time, and I'm not sure why it does that. It just, yeah, I can't explain it. But if it's me, like, I have more control over that. And so I would definitely like to fix, okay, just for the game. Good to know. Yeah, audio from the game isn't great, but Matt sounds fine. I'd rather hear Matt over the game. Fair enough. My audio is great. Thank you. That's one thing we strive for. I've done a lot of podcasting back in the day, and like audio, folks. I don't care about your video. I don't care about the content. Just if your audio sucks, it makes it really, really hard to stick with the show and listen to it. And just that needs to be your number one thing when you're starting a podcast. Make sure you have tolerable audio. All right. Okay, Jasper, you're just talking about the game audio as well. Yeah. I really don't know why it does that. There's really no rhyme or reason to it, but yeah, the game audio is kind of weird. And I don't know if I have a fix for that right now. No. Well, I definitely don't have one right now. All right. Terror, I don't know if I can give you one for each element. Pick one element I can give you the most underappreciated. X-Fires, your goal is to get every single light element Skylander. That seems achievable. Good luck. I'm playing on PS5. So it's a PS4 version of the game playing on PS5. All right. Let's...
I could be a contender.
That's not what I wanted to do. We need to check this stuff out. All right, so we still have a bunch of stuff in story mode. I think I was trying to get some more of these score mode and time mode stuff because I have a lot of those that need to be done yet. I haven't spent a lot of time down there. And I think that's probably where I'm going to start today. So yeah, we got Sheepwreck. I think we did that like a month ago, last time I actually did get to play. We got 3 stars on Sheepwreck. Tower of Time, only 2 stars. That's sad. Maybe we'll go back there, but otherwise, can we go up here a little bit? Rampant Ruins. Why did we get so low on Rampant Ruins? 111 and 200. Might have to try playing that one again. And then these we haven't done at all. Okay. So maybe we'll try that Rampant Ruins again and see what went wrong. How close am I to 100%? So I think we were at 78. Does anyone remember? I saw it when we started up. Does it show me that here? Anywhere? That percentage. Well, here, we'll just bounce back to the main menu for a second. Yeah, 78%. That's what we're at.
Roll with the punches.
Oh dear. There's a deer in my front yard again. Chaos. That's interesting, but yeah, like it's definitely not picking up through my mic because there's nothing playing outside of my headphones right now. Yeah, it's completely silent there. So it's definitely going through the system. That's true. I'll have to look into that at some point. I don't know. For like I said, when I usually only live stream gameplay like once a month, so like 12 times a year, it doesn't really pay for me to invest a lot of time and energy and money into a fantastic setup for streaming. Now, that being said, I would love to stream more often, but I just don't have the time for it right now. All right, Terror, Undead. Most underappreciated Undead character. Like, I think most people are okay on like Crypt King and Shortcut and Chop Chop, and like Undead is a fantastic element. It's my favorite element if you were unaware of that. Roller Brawl's fine. Yeah. Underappreciated. Okay, I have a thought. I'm just double checking to see if there's anyone else that I want to put in this place. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go with Chopscotch. I think Chopscotch is underrated. Like, she's a little bit more unique in her skill set, and it's one of those that people just try to button mash and don't understand her. I'm just right. Is Amazon a scam for? um, I wouldn't call it a scam. People charge absurd prices for Skylanders on Amazon, but they charge those prices because people actually pay those prices, which that to me is absurd. I can't be mad at the sellers for putting those prices on there when people are paying those prices. It's kind of like, I would argue like Robo isn't worth $400, but that's what people are paying for him. So that's what I'm going to sell him for. Like it's yeah. So audiences are different on different platforms, and prices are different on different platforms. My shop's different than eBay, different than Amazon, different than Mercari. So like everything's going to be a little bit different. And so it's like, I'm not going to straight up call it a scam, but I would not recommend, in most cases, buying Skylanders on Amazon. There are exceptions from time to time. Occasionally, you know, Thrillipede pops up for $50. Go grab it. Like, but yeah, I don't know. All right, catching up again. Whiz Bandit. Yeah, if you have a damaged Robo, yes, it's still valuable. It's not necessarily gonna be $400 valuable, but we have sold damaged ones before for 200 plus. So yeah, it's still definitely worth more than your average figure, as long as it works in the game. Yeah, Underdro Jillian is amazing. Yeah, if you have a problem with anything you order from us, specifically from the shop, email Jillian, support@skylanderscharacterlist.com. She will get those emails. If it's the weekend, she may or may not reply because she does need some time off. But in general, yes, she will get back to you quickly and help as much as she can. Sometimes there's just nothing we can do about it other than wait, but she will let you know what options are out there if something has happened. So yes, Jillian is the greatest. I don't know if she's here. She was in our Whatnot stream before. I don't know if she's hanging out in this stream or not, but yeah, I'll let her know that you guys care. Yeah, Skylander Mitch, the U2's thing, that's going to be interesting. There's a whole bunch of different ways they could go with it. My gut reaction is we're going to see like 3 starter pack figures and Chaos or something like that. But I want to dig deeper into it because the U2's is an interesting brand and they go an interesting direction with some things. So I want to do a little bit more research before giving like my official prediction or anything like that. But yeah, it'll be very interesting. We will be following that very, very closely to see what happens with Skylanders and U2s. Wiz, if you're looking for average prices for stuff, I would recommend just go check out my shop. That's going to give you, it's going to be a good guideline, a good place to start. So if you go to sclcollectibles.com, it's sclcollectibles.com. You can check out what I am currently selling stuff for. Now, keep in mind, everything in the shop is used. It's out of box. So if you're looking at something in box and the box is in good condition, the price could be higher than that. And if it's out of box and it's damaged, it could be less than that. But it's going to give you a general idea. My prices are generally around market price, sometimes a little bit lower, occasionally a little bit higher, but not usually. But that's a good guideline, a good place to start for your pricing. And rather than me telling you like, I mean, basically, I'm just going to go look up the price on my site if you ask me for a price. So I mean, I'm going to refer you over there, sclcollectibles.com. We have all the figures there. We have all the prices. I mean, with the exception of like chase variants, we don't have all those listed there. But yeah. Jillian is so very epic. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of people save those packing slips with the Jillian doodles on there. All right. Let's get into playing something here. What was I gonna play? I was gonna play. Nope, not that. Score mode. Rampant Ruins. Yes. Get some Mountain Dew. Get going.
Ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
I might have to adjust that. Hold up. Let's put you over there. All right. I'm going to put me over there so I can actually see my points on the screen. So we're going for points. So we need multipliers and not getting hit. We're not in a time crunch. Take your time, Matt. Collect everything. Collect everything, don't get hit. Collect everything, don't get hit. Got it.
Thank goodness you're here, Skylander. A pack of foul villains has invaded our dig site and are making off with our rare finds. These fragments of petrified darkness were used to power our key.
N8, yeah. If you want checklists of all the figures, SkylandersCharacterlist.com. Check out the resources section. There should in the main menu. I think it's under Identify Resources. We have. I mean, they're just simple printable PDF checklists. Otherwise, just the information on that site is going to have all the characters listed there if you need pictures along with it. So that's my go-to. I mean, obviously that's my website, but that's the reason I got started with Skylanders is that there was no complete checklist out there. So I made one. So you can go check them out there. Is there a specific day that we restock? No, there is not. If you need to know, if you want to know about when the restocks happen, you can either follow SCL Jillian on Twitter. You can keep an eye on the community feed of this YouTube channel. We always post shop update information there when it happens. Or if you want first dibs on stuff, if you want to be the absolute first people to know, you can become a member of this YouTube channel and join the SCL Discord. The SCL Discord gets to know about shop updates before YouTube and Twitter. So join the Discord. You'll be the first to know. Discord notifications are also better than YouTube and Twitter notifications. So that's a bonus as well. But yeah, if you really want to know exactly when we restock stuff, that's the way to do it. But there is not a certain day, there's not a certain time. It's what works with our schedules and when we have stuff ready to go, stuff like that. So we don't have set dates and times for that anymore. Uh Donald Duck, no, the October giveaway is not today. I this was just more so I could test the game out again because 2 weeks ago I was having problems with the game audio and I couldn't get it to play at all through the live stream. And so I wanted to make sure I got the system working again. And so now I'm just going to stick around for a couple hours and play today. But no, it's not a giveaway today. That'll be coming up later in a different week. Why are there literally no listings for Green Champion Mage? Because one, he's really hard to find. Two, people have started to pick him up because he's getting harder and harder to find. And the price has been going up. So the I recently raised my price in the shop to $400 because I've been seeing on eBay they've been going 410, 420 in that range recently. I've seen them listed for 500. I don't think those have been selling quite yet, but yeah, they're 400 plus nowadays. And so people I think are trying to grab them before they go higher. Do you think the change from dark blue and black and yellow to red and yellow was a good idea? I don't like it because it changed from what we had for the previous 5 years. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to do it different. And then they ended. So it was only 1 year that it was different. It's like, well, that seems dumb now. But it's not my decision to make. So I don't like it, but it is what it is. Ham Hands, how you doing? Love it. Yeah, YouTube's does make a lot of stuff with memes. And so like that's gonna be the interesting part. Like, do we get a Chill Bill figure? Do we get Chaos eating popcorn? Do we get what do we get? So I think there's a lot of possibilities there, but it'll be interesting to see what they actually choose to go with. Splatoon, I honestly, the restocks aren't in my control anymore. That is 100% Jillian, because she is the one that does the packing and shipping. She is the one that, ultimately all the intake and processing and shipping of the business is all in her corner. So I don't have control over that. I have given her the power and authority to set those restock days and times. And it's when she has availability and when she is ready and when has the figures ready to go, has the time, is ready to package more orders. Like if she's going out of town tomorrow, like we're not going to put an update up today, because that wouldn't make sense. But yeah, so I honestly don't even know what she's planning for the next update. Could it be today? Possibly. I think I just don't know. I don't know. Why did some Skylanders come all white boxes? I bought a patina. Yep. It doesn't necessarily make it more rare. No. The white boxes are what
Skylanders of the air
when they
So
the figures came from directly from Activision. Is usually Activision support when they needed to send out like a replacement figure or something like that. They would send out a figure in that white box because it was cheaper box. They didn't need to send out the complete retail packaging So they said, hey, we can fit this in a smaller box. We can store them easily. And so if we're sending out a replacement figure or something like that, we're just going to send it out in this white box. We're not going to pay for the retail packaging. So yeah, there are a number of figures out there in those white boxes. But yeah, there's nothing. I mean, personally, as a collector, I think they're cool, but I don't think it's any more rare or special necessarily. You have to be a pretty hardcore collector to want to like collect them all in the white boxes too. Yeah, N8. A lot of people have answered this for you already, but yeah, steel plated hood sickle is real. Yeah. Yeah. It's real. U2's lost. Okay. If U2's gives us Grillmaster Chop Chop, that would be amazing. Amazing. Yeah. But I doubt they would go that route, but I would love it. So N8, yeah, the problem with steel plated hood sickle is the press image they sent out ahead of time is a darker, more muted kind of gray green, like you were talking about, whereas the actual figure turned out as a brighter kind of pea green, and I don't like how the final figure turned out. I like the original press image they sent out. I like how he looks on the box even, but yeah, the actual figure does not look like those. Yes, I'm sure people will put NFC chips into U2's figures for sure. But yeah, the differences you're seeing between steel plated hood sickle and the actual figure is just the original digital press image that they sent out. So that got everywhere. Why do you think some prices of chase variants have been so unpredictable in the past? I still think they are unpredictable. I don't think that they will only rise. No, chase variants more than any other have fluctuate up and down all the time. I was just explaining this to someone else the other day. I think I was trying to buy something from them, or they were trying to sell me something, and it included a chase variant, and it's like, well, yeah, why? Like you offered me more, 6 months ago or something like that, and I'm like, well, yeah, but the price has changed. Like, there's a lot more of them available on the market now, and so there's a lot more people selling, but not necessarily a lot more people buying, and so that means price goes down. Basically, supply went up and demand went down, or stayed the same, so price goes down. But yeah, I think because of their generally higher prices of chase variants, they have more room to fluctuate up and down as well. And it just really depends who's in the market at the time. Do you like the mystical variants? I don't like mystical Taekwon Crow. I do like mystical Bad Juju. And I've talked about this before. That I think it's mostly because of the white really adds some contrast to it. When it's just the black and red, like on mystical Taekwon Crow, I don't think it looks as good. But when Bad Juju has some white contrast on there, to contrast the darker colors, I like it a lot more. Yeah. Do you think Activision is testing the waters to see how well Skylanders figures would sell? do you think promo for new Sky? No, I don't. I know that's what everybody's hoping for with the U2's thing. I really don't think that's what it is at all. I don't think Activision has anything to do with this. Like U2's came to them and said, "Hey, can we buy a license to do these characters?" That's all that it is. So Activision got some money from U2's. They're gonna, profit off of the licenses, and I honestly think that's it. I do not think this is testing the waters. I do not think this is a promo for a new game. I do not think this has anything to do with Skylanders, like the Skylanders franchise as a whole, or the future of the Skylanders franchise. Like I will say that right now. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong, but that's my gut. I just knowing the way things typically work, I don't think that's what this is. This is from what I've seen, U2's is more about fan service. They're more about memes. They're more about, internet culture. And so whether it's they just have someone on their team who loves Skylanders and suggested, hey, could we make some Skylanders figures? Or they hang out on the internet enough and say, hey, we see some Skylanders things going around. We think there might still be a community there. I bet we could sell 1,000 figures or 5,000 figures, or like that's the thing. Like they're not out to sell millions of figures. One of the big things with U2's is everything is limited edition. They print everything once and then never again. So if you want these figures, get in on them the first time, because they will not be reprinted. But it'd be hard to test the waters when it's like, okay, we're going to make 5,000 figures. Okay, we sold 5,000 figures. That doesn't mean it's super popular. I mean, they're probably printing about as many figures as they did some chase variants. Like, it's not a lot of figures, I'm guessing. Now, I don't know the exact numbers that U2's prints, and I don't know if they ever release those numbers. That's something I want to look into. But I do not think that's what's going on with this figure release at all. Raptured, I haven't actually tested that. I've wondered that myself. Does anybody know that for sure? Like, if I take this night shift that is wearing the Skylanders hat and I put it in someone else's game who does not have the UFO hat unlocked, will it unlock it so they could then put it on other Skylanders? Or is my night shift the only one that would be able to use it because they're currently wearing it? I don't know the answer to that offhand, but it's something I definitely want to test at some point. Chaos, yes. Yes. I am here to dash all your hopes and dreams of Skylanders revival. It could still happen. I just don't think this is it. So, do you have a rough estimate of what the entire inbox Skylanders collection? No, I don't have that number offhand. Nope. Banana King, no giveaway today. Nope. Do we know how much U2's normally go for? I think someone threw out a number of like $30 or something. I haven't looked into it actually. Here. Let me just... They gotta have something that they're selling right now, right? Here, I have no idea what this Naya figure is. Yeah, $29.99 there for a 9-inch plush. Yeah, $29.99. Yeah, $30. Yeah, it looks like everything direct from their site. Oh, there's some that are 50. So most of them appear to be 30. There's the 35. So it looks like their standard figures and their standard plush and stuff run $30. They do have some bigger ones for 35 or 50. But in general, it looks like they try to keep that $30 price point. So it should be pretty predictable there. Which, I mean, it totally makes sense because like I said, like it's super limited and they're only going to print it once, which makes the production side of things a lot more expensive for them. So they're going to have to charge more just to get through that. So yeah, about $30. I plan for $30 a figure. But we don't know how many there are either, so. Red journey to 100% by your hunting for those last 8 figures. Yeah, we're down to 7 now, but yeah, there's not a lot of like hunting I can do. That would be a really boring live stream. Me just like scrolling through the internet, hoping to come across something. No, that's not gonna work. Do you think they can make Hammer Slam Bowser or Turbocharged Donkey Kong U2s? I think that would be tough because they would need like an extra license to do that, I think.
Only Skylanders from the Fire and Magic.
Right. Fire Magic. Who are we playing? I need Fire Magic. Give me a swapper. Fire and Magic. So yeah, to get the double license from Nintendo and Activision, I don't think it's worth their time or effort. They'd probably have to pay twice as much for it. If that's the case, what do you think the new Toys for Bob game will be? I don't know. Yeah, I've seen all the theories on stuff. I think it's going to be a brand new IP that we've never seen before. Toys for Bob likes to do their own thing. Yeah, but Banana King, I think, yes, like Skylanders Academy characters are probably good choices for U2s. I think starter pack characters or Skylanders Academy characters, so you include like Eruptor and Jetvac and stuff like that. Jetvac is starter, never mind. But yeah, that type of thing is more what I would expect to see. But they could theoretically do anything. Favorite Skylander of all time is Camo. Which figures am I missing? And yeah, what did I just add? So I got the CYOS card, the Create Your Own Skylander card. But which ones am I missing then? I'm missing Happy Birthday Ben, and then 6 unreleased figures, which include Heartbreaker Buckshot and the 5 unreleased Creation Crystals. So Happy Birthday Ben is really the only one that was released, and then 6 unreleased figures. So like I'm at a point where not only is it going to be super expensive, but it's going to be super, super tough to add anything to my collection at this point. Like I've got all the retail releases, even all the chase variants that were sold in stores. I got all the employee stuff. Like we're down to just the really, really tough stuff to find. All right. What do we got? No, we don't use Croc in here. Sorry. Hoot Zone. We got 2 votes for Hoot Zone here. 3 votes for Hoot Zone. Wow. Is Hoot Zone one you guys actually use a lot? Or you just know I'm not going to play with Fire Kraken?
Let's ruffle some feathers.
My favorite light core? I'm not a huge fan of the light cores, but like as far as like character design, Pop Fizz is one of the best. I wish more of the light cores lit up like he did. How did Glow in the Dark Cinder and Dark Spyro come in single packs? Dark Spyro came in a single pack only in the UK. Similar to Punch Pop Fizz, there's a single pack that was only released in the UK. Glow in the Dark Cinder, I don't think is a single pack or ever was a single pack. Just Series 2 Cinder, there was a single pack that was released like Wave 5. But I don't think Glow in the Dark Cinder was ever a single pack. If you've seen one, I would guess that someone manipulated that and just repackaged it. But I don't think the Glow Cinder was ever single. Will you buy Happy Birthday Ben online or only hunting in the wild? Oh, I almost have to buy it online. Like I'm gonna either have to stumble across it on eBay or get in contact with a huge collector or something. Do I have price ceilings in mind? Yeah, I have my general budget in mind for them. I'm not going to talk about it here, but yeah, I have my prices in mind. Yeah, like I said, I Raptured. I'm not going to talk about my prices here, but yeah, I have some idea. Is making NFC cards against the Eighth Commandment? Possibly, but yeah, making and selling NFC cards is definitely illegal. So I cannot condone that. For 7 years, you worked in the game shop during the whole Toys to Life lifespan. Hated them at the time because they were paying for merchandise. I believe it, man. I believe it. Looking back, should have bought some for profit. I mean, that's one of those things that you can't predict. Back in the day when like, because even I fully expected in 2017, 2018, after they shut down, after they said, hey, we're not making new games, I expected everything to drop off a cliff. And I mean, it did to some extent. But you couldn't predict that, hey, 4 or 5 years later, we're going to be in a pandemic and everybody's going to start collecting stuff again and everything's going to shoot up in prices. You can't predict that. All right. What's going on in here?
Skylanders of the fire element are stronger in this zone.
Don't get hit by the fire. All right. Doing well. Oh, yeah. I think that happened last time. I learned that he can shoot me from way over here. That's why I can't spend too much time here. Even if I want to. I want to collect all my coins. Probably not worth it, but especially if I get hit. Definitely wasn't worth sticking around for the coins. But, all right, we made it. There's my platform. Nope. Stop that. And there we go.
A flurry of treasure.
There's something else over there. Oh. Please don't take away from my multiplier. Oh, but you put me on this platform? I don't want to be there. Oh, I forgot I was not using that guy. All right. Cool. Cool. Hey, we'll take multiplayer. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Banana King, if you send me email, I will check it later. Not going to check it now. Yeah, I was wondering about the commandments there. It's been a while since I've had to like recite my commandments, but yeah, I didn't think the 8th commandment necessarily had anything to do with that. Why would Microsoft give permission to make Skylanders U2s? Because they can make money. Because they sold them a license to do so. I'm sure U2s has to pay Microsoft money to do so, and so they can make money off of a franchise without having to do any work. Like that's why they still own the Skylanders franchise. That now they can sell a license and make money off of it without having to make a new game. They don't have to spend the money to do it. Someone else is putting all the hard work in, and they're still making money. Is the Skylanders Imaginary Dark Starter Pack for Wii U more rare than Xbox, PlayStation? The Wii U? No, I mean, the Xbox and PS4 ones are still more valuable than the Wii U version. Because there's more demand, really. You heard it here first. Do you think the Party City Skylanders costumes are so bad they were good? I mean, I never saw them in person. I saw the ads for them and stuff like that. I mean, I think most Halloween costumes are pretty bad. So just the fact that they made Skylanders Halloween costumes is pretty cool. I can't really judge their quality because, like I said, I've never actually seen them. Will I do unboxing videos for Skylanders U2s? Probably, yeah. I could probably do that. That'd be wild. I haven't gotten to a Skylander, like a true Skylanders, this is brand new item unboxing since 2017. So yeah, that'd be fun. Do I ever receive fan mail? I don't think I've ever received anything that was like just fan mail. I've gotten stuff. I guess the closest things I've gotten is like Rainstorm Riddles sent me some custom figures that she made just for me. Some of the custom camo figures that I've shown off in video before. So like that isn't necessarily fan mail, but it's mail I got from a fan, I guess. And I've also gotten stuff from like once if you're familiar with Emma and Steel from What the Skylander, they in the past they have sold me bulk lots of Skylanders, and in one of those I think Emma sent me like a drawing of camo that she did, and so like that is kind of like fan mail, but it was always along with something else. So if that counts, then yes. But I've never gotten like a letter from somebody or anything like that. What in-game variant was most disappointing to you? I mean, probably the steel-plated ones, because the figures never look like the actual characters. Biggest disappointment. Chaos. I don't know how long you've been out of the hobby. Breeze has been up there for a while. I mean, her price has gone up over time, yes. But I don't know exactly where she was when you left. But yeah, she has definitely gone up. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. All right. We're out of here. We only have 8,000 points. We need 200,000. But we've made like 0 progress in this level. All right. Time to keep on moving.
Skylanders of the life element are stronger in this zone.
Oh, no, this... Okay, we can do this. I was thinking this was a giant's chest, and I have to go grab a giant. I might still have to go grab a giant if I'm going to... Hey, Tyler. Thank you very much. Gotta love that super chat. Just got your order for this exact game. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad it arrived. I hope it arrived safely. And I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, that is awesome. You can play, I mean, play right alongside with me. Although if you're just starting out, you got to play a story mode first. Got to start with story mode. All right. Where are we going? Hold on. Sorry, I got to turn that comment off so I can actually see my board here. All right. No. We'll hit orange. Get your green. You come around here. You're going to come out so you can hit orange in a minute. Go hit orange. Yay. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold up. Go back here. Okay. Almost messed that up. Yay. All right. Chaos. Yeah. I mean, she used to be $100. She's been 150 for a while though. Like that wasn't anything recent really. But yeah. She was at 100 for a while. I think then jumped to 120 for a while, and now is up at 150. But that's been fairly standard for a while now. Do you think Nitro variants should have made a return? I mean, the Nitro variants were never my favorite at all. I can't say I liked them to begin with, so I'm fine that they didn't come back. Mentioned having a ceiling for the remaining figures you need. Hearing from someone that they tried buying Happy Birthday Ben but the offer was for 15K. Yeah. There are definitely people that we know of out there that have these figures. And they have given us, some of them have given us prices. Some of them say they're not ready to sell. Some say they might sell for the right price, but won't give us a price. And so it's kind of all over the board, but I mean, the figures are out there. I know I want them, and I know I'm willing to spend money on them, but I also do have my limits. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Chaotic, how you doing? Glad to see you. Glad you can make it. I got my game to work again, or rather, the game audio, I should say. This is Swap Force. I'm still trying to get my 100%. Jackson, I'm glad we could help you out. Banana, I can't. I'm not going to guarantee at this point that the next stream will be a giveaway. Partly because I don't know like when the next stream is actually going to be. But I mean, we are kind of running out of Saturdays, so it'll probably be either next week or 2 weeks from now will be the giveaway stream. But Chaotic, I did wonder about that, seeing as like the game is in the title of the stream. But I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Chaos. It's hard to say how many are in the wild. It also depends on, I mean, theoretically they're all in the wild now. But yeah, I've heard various numbers for various things. We'll never really know though. That's a number that's who knows how many are actually still around. Went to Entertain Mart. Yep. Exactly. I don't get how they price things either. But there are a certain subset of figures that will always be priced well, and some other games that, I mean, other figures and games that like I'm never going to buy there, and I think are going to sit there forever because they're way overpriced. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but I will still stop by the stores because they carry Skylanders. So. All right. Onward. Hello. You know, I'm going to switch back just because I don't want to get hit. And I feel more confident not getting hit with someone else. Going for score here. Not style points.
Evilized sugar bat.
Oh no! He's been corrupted by the Crystal Master! Get out of his way!
Hey, don't hit me. Strat, why PS4 versions, Soft Force and Trap Chain so expensive? So yeah, PS4 versions have kind of gained more popularity now, but it's the same answer for Xbox One as well. Basically, back in Swap Force and Trap Team, when those games came out, PS4 and Xbox One were brand new consoles, and so the target market was not playing those games on those consoles. They were still playing on the Wii and the PS3 and the Xbox 360. The Wii, by far and away, was the top seller for Skylanders for basically the entire run of the game. And that's why they tried to hang on to the Wii console as long as they could through Trap Team, and even Superchargers made a separate game just for the Wii because they were selling so many copies on that console. But they were slowly trying to get people to convert to the new consoles, and like their target market back then was 6 to 12-year-olds. You know, 6-year-olds weren't going out and buying a brand new PS4. They weren't going out and buying a new Xbox One. So they just didn't produce as many of those starter packs, and therefore now in the present day, when those are the current gen consoles or closest to what we have available, or like the PS4 games can be played on the PS5 and the Xbox One games can be played on the Series X. I always forget which one has the drive. But like those can be played on the current gen consoles. And so that's what everybody wants now. But unfortunately, the supply they made back then was so low compared to the other copies of the game. And now the demand is super high. The price goes up, up, up. So like it all comes down to supply and demand. Like that's the basis of it. It's all supply and demand. They created they had a very low supply of them back in the day, and now the demand is very high. But yeah, Tyler, as everybody said, yeah, this PS5 I'm on right now. So yeah, PS4 games, all 4 PS4 games work on the PS5. I really but that's why I want to remaster so bad, so I can play the first 2 games on PS5. Will I ever go across a country to like? Are you asking like out of the country? I mean, I've gone across my country many times. I've gone to California. I've gone to Maine. I've gone to Texas. Like I've been all over the country. I've actually bought directly from Canada. I didn't actually go into Canada. The person I was meeting actually drove across the border, and I picked him up over in Detroit. So like I've done that. I haven't actually gone out of the country to buy Skylanders though. If I do, it'd probably just be Canada. I'm probably not flying anywhere because getting them back on the plane would be awful. How do you play SSA? I don't. I wish I could, because those are some of my favorite games. And I really wish I could stream them easily, but I can't. That's why I want them remastered. Yep. Splatoon. Yeah, if you want to sell the PS4 versions, yeah, you can make some money off of those right now. Have I ever been to Washington State? Not for Skylanders. I've been to Washington, yes. I mean, I've been to almost every state in the U.S. for one reason or another. But, yeah, I haven't been there hunting yet. I plan to at some point because people keep telling me there's no Skylanders there at all. And I want to prove them wrong. So, I need 7 Skylanders to complete my collection. Does the wireless Wii portal work on the Wii U? Does anyone know that offhand? I've never tried that. I never really considered it. My guess... Man, so much of the Wii stuff did work on the Wii U. Chaotic, do you know that offhand? Or anybody else? Have you ever tried that? My gut would be no. But I don't know for sure. The 7 are Happy Birthday Ben Starcast, Heartbreaker Buckshot, and the 5 unreleased Creation Crystals. Terror, I don't have an answer for that. I don't even know where to start with that. It should work. I mean, yeah, the wireless portals came with a USB plug-in, but that still doesn't guarantee that it's going to work. Oh, it does? Okay, you have tried it. Cool. Cool. There you go. Wireless portals do work on the Wii U. Are the Amiibo Skylanders worth any more than other Skylanders? I mean, they're worth a little bit because they do have a kind of dual audience of people trying to collect them, but nothing crazy that, I mean, still not like a Chompy Major or Robo level by any means. Dark Bowser is the best of the bunch. That usually goes like, I think he's around, what, $60 now or something like that? It's in only Xbox portals that are console locked. Yeah, basically, yes. Yeah. Like Xbox 360, you need Xbox 360 portal. Xbox One, you need Xbox One portal. But yeah, like all the other ones are interchangeable. But I just didn't know with the wireless, because those games, like Spyro's Adventure wasn't made for the Wii U. So I didn't know how that works. Do we ship to the UK? Yes, we do. Absolutely. Yep. We ship to a whole host of countries nowadays. Jillian and I were just discussing this the other day. The list is longer than we remember. Here we go. It's in the FAQ on my site if you ever want to look at it. But the full list right now, we ship to Canada, Dominican Republic, Mexico, US, South Africa, the Philippines, Australia, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Serbia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. Currently. That will probably change over time, but yeah. A ranking of the games. Spyro's Adventure is number 1. Okay, this is what I can tell you. Spyro's Adventure will always be my number 1. It just is. I appreciate it the most. It is the original. The bottom 2 kind of swap back and forth, but they're always going to be Superchargers and Swap Force. Right now, I think Swap Force is at the bottom because I've been playing it most recently. Also, I love your profile picture. But the other 3 are always just kind of in the middle. And they rotate a lot, like Giants Trap Team and Imaginators. Like they're 2, 3, and 4, but they're all kind of about the same. Like they basically, like, all Skylanders games are good games in my head. Like I've told people, on a scale of 1 to 100, if I'm ranking all 6 games, like even the worst game, like so even Swap Force is still going to be above a 90 in my mind. And so like they're all going to be ranked really high. And so we're kind of splitting hairs to get any other ranking around there. So just because it's the lowest on my list doesn't mean I think it's a bad game. It means you asked me to rank them and somebody has to be last. So there you go. But yeah, Spyro's always at the top. Vicarious Vision's at the bottom. The other one's in the middle. Do we still do figure focus? I mean, yes. I only have 2 figure focus videos left, but they are milestones for the subscriber count. Actually, one of them is going to be coming out. I believe it's 12,500 subs, which we're only like 200 subs away from. 200 or 300. I think it's about 200 now. So I actually need to get working on that one. And then the final one, I think, is at like 17.5. So yeah, Yeah, we're somewhere around there. Does the whole idea of using the name like Spyro for a new series like Skylanders make you... No, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. I think it was a fantastic business move. I do not think Skylanders would have taken off the way it did if it weren't for Spyro. So yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I didn't really have a huge attachment to Spyro beforehand, but like if Spyro wasn't attached to the series, I would have paid a lot less attention to it because it's a completely brand new IP then, and it's a whole lot harder to get people's attention when there are 0 recognizable characters. So I think it was a brilliant move on their part, and I don't fault them for it at all. I don't have any problem with it. Thoughts on rideable Skylanders? It'd be interesting, but that would add a whole new dynamic to. I mean, that theoretically you could argue that's what they did with the vehicles, because the vehicles have their own weapons and stuff like that, and their own upgrades. So I think if they made, rideable Skylanders, it wouldn't be a whole lot different than that, right? Quadruple trouble. Yeah, I see a triple, quadruple. Got it. Yeah, chaos. There you go. It is what it is. It's not going to change. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's probably good for the Spyro franchise as well. Ham Hands, I would absolutely love that. I thought they were going to go in that direction for so long. I love open world games. Absolutely love them. And I'm just saying there's so much they can do with the Skylanders roster. They can basically make any type of game they ever wanted. And yeah, I'd be all for open world. All right.
Hello again, my friends. We
Little
seem
Bart.
to be having a problem with
Fine,
sugar
you give me a
bats.
chance to take a drink.
Well, not sugar bats exactly. That'd be somewhat absurd. These were spiky, enraged purple sugar bats. Some villain is using the petrified darkness to evilize these poor creatures.
All right, let's go.
Oh, please help. Well done, you. Away from me, beast.
Oh, Chompy. Where'd you come from?
You're down for the count.
Ah, messed that up.
A chilling blow, Skylander.
All right, that was a little bit better, but still lost a couple of multipliers in there, and I didn't like it. That sucks. Okay, 34,000. Yeah, I thought about that too. Like, I think I made that comment in my original review of Imaginators that like it was almost open world, but yeah, I think they lean too hard on like this is a kids game, and yeah, I kind of wonder what they could do nowadays if they said, okay, we're not going to make this a kids game. all the people who grew up with Skylanders and love Skylanders have grown up now, and we're gonna lean into a bigger game. Like that would be fantastic, but I don't see that happening anytime soon either. The best gimmick they managed to pull off. I mean, there are a few good ones, but like, I think the one I enjoyed the most was the traps. But the one that I can probably appreciate the most because I think it's the craziest idea is actually the swappers. Like that took so much to get right and so much to do. I mean, they were working on Swap Force. Like Vicarious Visions was working on Swap Force while Toys for Bob was working on Spyro's Adventure. Crazy, but true. Playing through the games for the first time in 7 years, but you're missing giants. Fair enough. Yeah, jumping from SSA to Trap Team is crazy. Yeah, that would be. It's a big shift. Justin, I don't have any trips planned at the moment. What's probably going to happen is like I'm intentionally trying not to travel too much because I kind of burned myself out in July and August. Like during that like 8-week period, I was on the road for like five or 6 weeks out of those 8 weeks, and it was a lot. So I'm actively trying not to travel as much right now, like kind of through the end of the year at least. But what might happen is I might do some more local hunting. Like I haven't done a full like shop in Wisconsin type of video. And so like that's something that might happen that I can do, like just travel around on weekends and kind of cover the state that way and not have to be like out of town for a week or 2 weeks at a time. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. 'Cause yeah, I mean, there's so many places I want to go. I should do Ohio. Yeah, I know Ohio's good, and yeah, Vacuums and Games is on my list now. But it's Ohio's a good place too, but at the same time, because it's further away from home, like I have to be on the road. I have to be. It gets so much more expensive because I have to stay in hotels. I have to. I mean, to make it worth my while, I need to find some big collections and I need to set those up. And like, otherwise, it gets to be $1,000, $2,000 in expenses. And if I'm not bringing anything home because I'm just hunting game stores, it's tough to justify from a business standpoint. So yeah, it's rough. It's rough. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I need 7 for my collection, as Banana says here. Do a collab with Scott DeWaz. Yeah, Scott might be a bit out of my realm. I have zero connection with Scott, and yeah, that might be weird. All right. Hey, smash those barrels. Collect that stuff. We need all the points we can get.
Oh!
No, we're gonna skip those.
Give it up. Looks pretty hopeless to me. You better get out of here.
down here, is there? I don't think so. No, you're not even gonna let me fall off that edge. Fine.
Stick and move.
Can't leave an opening in the gate here and not allow me to jump off. Come on.
Watch out for those spinning axes.
Don't quite have the range I want him to. All right. That worked. That worked out well. That worked out super well. Night shift, you're the man. Long range, buddy. None of that. That's beautiful, Night Shift. Beautiful. Well played, sir. All right. Yeah, Torchy, I understand that. Generally, I say if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if you can get a deal, awesome. I mean, it's probably worth trying, but I wouldn't expect too much. All right. Suppose we should do this. Could stack those shields. That'd be cool. Yeah. Oh, Chompies. Hold up. Chompies are so small and they pop out of nowhere that I miss them a lot of times. All right, multiplier's getting up there, so that's definitely positive. I wish like collecting a shield while you had a shield would at least give you points. That would be useful.
Turn back before it's too late. Though, honestly, it's probably too late already.
Archean Slam Shock.
Hey, none of that. That sucked. I think I did it again. That was rough. Still not going to get my max. No, not gonna do those. Pretty sure I don't need to. Oh, that guy. Guessing he's all leveled up, but we should double check since he has some cash. Oh, never mind. He's not. What? Okay. Well, yes, please. Crusher, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy videos in the shop. All attacks do increase damage at full health. Oh, perfect. Oh, but I don't have enough cash for that? Come on. Why are you so poor? Okay, bottom is all. Okay. We need like 200 bucks. Oh, hold up. There's a thing over here. Nope, not this one. All right.
You need an Earth Skylander to unlock this gate.
Yeah. I can't use blast shift right now. I need Earth. We'll go to one of my underrated characters here. Rubble Rouser is awesome. No, Doomstone is the worst. I do not care for Doomstone whatsoever.
Skylanders of the Earth element are stronger in this zone.
I love that you can break the rocks. It's just sad that they don't actually give you anything. Hold up. Get out of there. You're lucky you had that shield. A waste of a shield, but...
Rocked it.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is why I don't get all my points. Because I spend time doing this and nope. I could have had it that time though.
Unstoppable. I'll take it.
I should have given this coin to Night Shift. That's the coin I needed. All right. Is legendary Astro Blast rare? Not necessarily. Well, legendary figures are generally fairly common. They're just Toys R Us exclusive. How close am I? To 100%. We're at 78 when we started today, and this is this is still the first level that we've played. We've been live for almost 2 hours, and I'm still on level 1. That's how these go. It ends up to doing a lot of talking with you guys, and I'm thrilled that we can just sit here and have conversations for hours on end. Do you think a Skylander being part of light or dark just gives it more value? Yes and no. In general, light and dark characters tend to be worth a little bit more, but then you have examples like Astro Blast, who isn't really that valuable or whatever. Well, I think part of it is because Astro Blast was in the what were they called? Not level packs, the action packs, the racing action packs, and he had a variant, made him significantly more common. Whereas like Nightfall, definitely harder to find and definitely worth a little bit more. Obviously, Spotlight and Blackout, Nightmare, Nightlight, those command a higher price point. But it's not necessarily because they're light and dark. I think it still has to do with supply and demand. And so like everybody wants like a light or dark character to get through elemental gates or whatever. And so in Trap Team, there is only one light Trap Master and one dark Trap Master, whereas there's 2 of every other Trap Master. So because of that, everybody needs Nightlight and Nightmare to get everything in the game. Whereas anybody that's just playing the game and just wants one of each element, in any other element, you have more opportunities and more choices of what to collect. But when it comes to light and dark, they only ever made like 1 per game. So Nightfall was not in the dark starter pack, actually. Her vehicle was the Dark Sea Shadow, and that was the confusing part, because we had Dark Stealth Elf and then Dark Sea Shadow. Like, we should have had Dark Stealth Stinger, or flip it and put Nightfall in there along with the Sea Shadow. But no, we did not have Nightfall in the starter pack. That would have made her a lot easier to get your hands on, though, and would have given us a Dark Nightfall, which we don't have. But yeah, in general, I think it just still all comes down to supply and demand. And so there's a greater supply of Astro Blast than any of the other ones. So that's why that one's probably devalued a bit. But I mean, yeah, the other light and dark characters, Spotlight and Blackout, and yeah, even when you get to Imaginators, Hoodsickle and Starcast, Aurora, and Blastertron. So like Blastertron's one of a kind. Aurora, you have a variant, so that helps out. Starcast, you have some variants, but still on the higher end of pricing for sure. And Hoodsickle, even with the variant, you still have on the higher end of pricing. So I mean, we did technically get 2 there, although it's just one sensei and 1 villain. So Ham Hands, if you got her in a starter pack, someone repackaged that, and that's very clever, because I mean, it goes along with the vehicle. It makes sense. But yeah, I might want to change characters. I can do that. We're gonna go back to Night Shift. Thanks, Martin. Watching out.
Roll with the punches.
I almost had you. However, I do feel this playthrough is going better, significantly better than the first time I tried this level. But we shouldn't have too much trouble, I think, getting that 200k that we need. I'm almost at my... stop getting hit by that guy right there. Every time. Get out of there.
You're down for the count.
Should have grabbed that shield before I went back. All right. But yeah, my previous high score on this was 111. So yeah, I shouldn't have too much trouble beating that, I think. So we still got a good chunk of the level left, I think, I hope.
Skylanders of the Earth element are stronger in this zone.
All right. I think I dealt with this last time too. I'm not sure which side to go down first, but I think there's good stuff on both sides. Nope, maybe the other side is better. Oh well. My multiplier is a little bit higher than it was last time, I think, too. I should have grabbed that multiplier while I was down there. All right.
Evil Glumshanks.
The real forgotten element is accessories. Yeah. Yeah, the magic items. Nobody uses. I mean, I even forget to use them just because, like, I never pull them out. Like, I only ever pull the swappers out when I'm playing here.
I know this guy. I'm pretty sure that's Chaos's butler.
We need a way to get past
And
that
so
force field.
I don't think about even pulling those down. Platinum sheep is where it's at, though. Not sure what purpose that serves. I feel like that should give you something. Because it's completely unnecessary, but still possible.
I have powers
All right.
even I don't know about yet.
Oh, what do we need here?
You need
Water.
a water Skylander to unlock this gate.
Who we want for water? You can even make it a swap if you want. I just need a water half. The magic items don't last long enough. I mean, depending on the item, they last you like 30 or 60 seconds, and you can like pull it off in the middle of it and reuse it later if you need to. I mean, they should be long. They're long enough to give you a boost through like any battle. Like most battles that you go through, minus like boss battles, aren't going to be more than 30 or 60 seconds. And I mean, you don't want them to be so overpowered. I like that. Wash freeze. Ham hands, that doesn't work. But here, we'll do wash blade. Can't do wash freeze.
8 legs and no pays. Skylanders of the water element are stronger in this zone.
All right, I like that 20 multiplier though. It's a good start. Oh, this is creepy block, isn't it?
Hey, you want to give me a hand?
You meant wash blade. Perfect. That's what we got.
My back is all itchy. Push me up against that wall, will you? Oh, that's great. Now a little to the left.
Creepy block is creepy.
Oh, a little to the right.
Yes, there is a max multiplier.
A little to the right.
It varies a little bit game to game. I think this game might be 30.
Perfect. Thanks a ton.
It'll tell you when you're at max. I'm pretty sure.
Turning the tide.
So since it, like, I think it'll say like 30 max underneath it, because it hadn't told me that yet, and I'm pretty sure I can still get higher. Yeah, there's 21. All right. Well, that was quick, but we're gonna flip back for now. Watch freeze might not be a bad combo, actually.
Roll with the punches.
Alright, we're not gonna deal with that right now. Yeah, I do need a giant. I figured that was coming. Alright, hold on. Just a moment. Gotta go find a giant. And try not to knock over my microphone. I always tend to grab... I usually grab Thumpback because he's the closest, but we'll grab a different one today.
Any last
Why not?
wishes?
All right. Yeah, Tree Rex is way over there. Actually, it was right next to Ninjini, I guess. But it doesn't matter because I'm just grabbing them to unlock the chest, and then I'll literally take them off the board. Because we're gonna give Night Shift this cash as well. There should be plenty to max him out, but. Oh, good sir, where did you come from? Get everything over there? I think so.
There's the stone totem that Willow was talking about. Maybe the
But here's a
light
bounce
will
pad.
trigger something.
According to the ancient texts, the Archeans waged
Jabori,
a war against
how you doing?
totem creatures. I believe that only the power of a Skylander
Yeah, this
can
is kind of an
react to it.
impromptu stream. I just kind of
The legend
decided
said
for
that
sure
once
that I
it's
was going to do
awakened,
this
the
yesterday.
Stone Monkey will come to your aid and fight against the darkness.
Wanted to make sure I could get the game to work again. So, we're here, playing for a couple hours. It's already 5 o'clock though, so I might call it quits soon. Been streaming for about 2 hours after the whatnot auction I did earlier today.
Skylanders of the undead element are stronger in this zone.
Yeah, they are. They're stronger everywhere. Undead rocks. Like 3 punches, he's gone. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. 30 is max. Whoever was asking that before. Underdraw. We're at max multiplier, which I'm pretty sure we did not hit the last time we tried to play through this. So this run through is going much better. I mean, we're already 50k above the record we set the first time through. And I think, especially if we keep up this max multiplier, we should be good to go for the, like, we only need another 40k to get where we need to get. So as long as I don't mess up this last battle too much. Ow, ow. Okay, already lost 2 multipliers. Not a great start. Shield will help. Good, good. Die. Thank you. All right. Enough distractions. No. Nope.
Look, it's really important I do a good job here.
Not a great start again. All right, 180. Getting there. Will this fight be enough to put me over the top? Potentially. Ow. Went too soon. All right, you guys. I don't like that positioning. Thank you. Exactly what I was hoping for. $192. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks.
You're too late, Skylander. My machines make me invincible.
And is there? Oh, 199. Come on. Give me like a coin or something. Come on. Come on. Get there. Oh, Chompy's there. Yeah, 200. Easy. See, that's how these levels are supposed to go. I really don't know what I was doing the first time around. Like, I did not play that well. Jabori, the issue last time, I couldn't get the game audio to come through the live stream. Like I was using the exact same system, the exact same setup that I've used for years. And 2 weeks ago, all of a sudden, I couldn't get it to work. And so now I'm still using like the same software and stuff, but I'm running it through the system a little bit differently, and it actually works a bit cleaner this way. So I don't know. Maybe it was for the best. It forced me to switch what I was doing and change things up a little bit and make it work a little bit better. But yeah, it is what it is. It works now, so I'm all good. Sell or buy anything interesting lately on Whatnot? We've sold some interesting stuff. I mean, Martin, if you weren't there a couple weeks ago, we sold a new inbox Life Yawn Trap that became the highest individual item I've ever sold. Sold for $576. So like that was the biggest thing there. We've been getting. I've had a few items I've never sold before. Like at today's Whatnot auction, we had some Mega Block sets that I've never seen before, along with some puzzles. They're these mega puzzles, collect and connect. Like you can, they're 80-piece puzzles that you can build all on their own. They each have a character on them, but then you can like connect them all and make one big collage. And it seems really cool. I didn't even know the puzzles were a thing, honestly. And so that's something that we got. So yeah, there's been some fun stuff out there. Yeah, Video Guy. Yeah, I didn't know that in the beginning either. I always had the giant collect the gold. But yeah, it turns out you literally just need to get the giant on the screen to break the lock, and then you can open it with whoever. So it's a nice hack when you want the money for someone else. Martin, what are the prices in membership at the moment? So, the VIP membership is actually going to be going away at the end of the year. So that the last day to buy that membership, it's still $15 a month. The only benefit to that membership right now is a discount in the shop. That's a 20% discount in the shop. Last day to buy that will be November 30th. The last day to use it will be December 31st. But that is going away. So then the only other membership that I have is actually the YouTube membership. And so the YouTube membership, I think, is way better anyway. It doesn't give you a discount, but it gives you I mean, I see a bunch of you here, Martin, Crimson, our YouTube members. You get the custom emoji. You get if I very rarely put out stuff, special videos for the members or special posts for the members. You get access to all that stuff here on YouTube. But the bigger thing you get is access to the SCL Discord. That's the only way to get into the SCL Discord. That is only $2.99 a month, so $3 a month. I think it's extremely affordable, and you almost get more than what I was offering with the VIP. So you get access to an awesome community. You get little bonuses here and there on YouTube, and you get the little icons next to your name and stuff like that. So I mean, I think for the price, it's good. The STL Discord has been a really fun place. It's been growing every month. I think we're closing in on maybe 50 members, something like that. So folks are liking it over there. And as I mentioned earlier in the STL Discord, like I said, while you don't get a discount, we do give you an early heads up on all the shop updates. So if you're looking for some of those hard to find figures, the folks in the Discord actually find out about shop updates before we post about it on Twitter and YouTube. So that's sometimes what happens is like people on YouTube will see the update and then like, oh man, Nightlight sold out already or Scratch sold out already. Like, well, it's actually because someone in the Discord probably bought it, because we listed it there first, and so they get early access basically. Like anybody could, like if you were just happened to scroll across the shop and saw like, oh, Scratch is in stock. It's not like we're preventing anyone from buying, but we just give early notification to the Discord members. Andy, how you doing? It's been a while. Just need one more mini to have. Which mini? Which mini do you need? Because rumor has it there's a particular mini sitting in the shop. I don't know if it's still there. Shouldn't say too much unless it's gone already. Oh, she's still there. Okay. Oh, you need Whisper Elf. Shoot. Yeah, she's been in there a few times recently, actually. I think she may have been in there yesterday, actually. But can't put on the Groove Machine. Sure. Let me go grab it. Groove Machine. I actually don't know where it is right now.
Welcome back to Woodburrow, hero of Cloudbreak Islands. What can I do for you today? Wheellock mentioned that he has some new score mode challenges to test your skills. You should stop by and see him.
All right. There's your Groove Machine. That would be useful to use during a level, actually. All right. We completed a level. We got 3 stars. Although I guess we had 1 in the stars, so we only gained 2 stars there. But we made progress. And that's what we're here to do. I feel like it's getting later, and this is about the time I'd usually sign off. But I feel like I want to play something else or get some more. Wait, what is this for? Oh, that's different. Okay. Start it. Unique challenges. Ooh, can I buy anything more in Tux Emporium? I don't know if I've unlocked any hats there recently.
Welcome back, Skylander. Why don't you come in and look around?
Wait, when rank 65, 70, 75, rank 80. Wait, this goes up to 80? I was thinking it only went up to 75. Shoot. All right, we're all done with those. Hey, we can buy some bog chowder. We should not spend your money. So we do need to upgrade. That's what we should do. Upgrade.
Any last wishes?
We're gonna spend your money because I don't care about your money. There we go. All right. But I should go make sure the night shift is upgraded. Have a blast. How you doing? I'm having a blast.
Roll with the punches.
Breeze came in stock at CEX because of the movie house. Had a little didn't want anymore. I traded them all in and basically got enough credit. Nice. Breeze for trade-in Blu-rays and steelbooks. I like it. That's beautiful. Are the stats saved in game or on the figures? They're saved in the figures. Yeah, that was kind of the whole gimmick with Skylanders as a whole is like the concept that they sold people on was, hey, you can play with your Skylanders at home, then take your Skylanders, your physical figures, and then continue playing with them over at your friend's house. And so you can play with your friends, but you can bring your Skylanders along because it's your Skylander that you leveled up, that you chose the powers and abilities and everything like that. And so, yeah, everything is saved to the figure. So you can go from game to game and always play your character. But yeah, that's the way to do it. And that's what made Skylanders so awesome, honestly. All right. Upgrading.
Hello, Skylander friend. Are you ready to achieve physical perfection to rival my own?
Yeah. One more thing to buy. There we go. Cool. All right. We did that. Did I find something else I can play with? Oh yeah, by building the Skylanders collection. Let's put all my like that. That's gonna have to be like another session just to put all my figures on the portal and get some of these stars here. I would probably agree with that, Sans. Yeah. No hit star on the bosses. I hate that. Partly because that's not how I like to play. Like you just have to play so defensively, and it takes significantly longer to beat the bosses that way. Whereas, like, I like to take minimal hits, obviously, and not change my character every 2 seconds. But taking 0 hits and 0 damage is it's just so annoying. Like it's not, depending on the boss, like it's not necessarily hard to do. It's just annoying. And therefore, yes, it might be the worst part of it. I've definitely skipped over a few of those levels already, just because I know that's like the only thing I need to do. Crimson, yes, worth the extra weight due to Hurricane Milton. Yeah, you don't want that like delivered right before the hurricane or something, then it gets soaked or washed away or something. And I'm glad you survived too. Have a blast. I didn't necessarily solve the problem or figure out why it wasn't working, but I found a different solution to make it work, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, like obviously we're playing the game. We have game sound today, and so I got it to work, but I didn't like it. It's a different way than I had it working before, and I still don't know why the old way won't work. So once again, annoying, but it is what it is. Here we can do some swap zone challenges. That's what we can do. Like these aren't necessarily my favorite to do either. Ooh. Okay, well, no, I take that back. I was gonna say the spin challenges I absolutely hate, but the spin challenges might be better than the no damage challenges. All right. Yeah, spin, rocket, climb. We could probably do a climb. Oh, but you're not a climber.
Eight legs and no legs.
Thank you. It's falling right to me. It's most. Oh, that sucked. Because there's a no damage thing in this one and two, isn't there? Right? I think there is.
Good job.
Nope.
Great job.
Oh, come back here. Okay, I already got hit once. That'll be fine. Ow. Yeah, I've already gotten hit, so it doesn't matter. Oh.
New record.
Martin, exactly. I'm so bad at the spinning. It's awful. Toy Store just picked up a Wildstorm. Awesome. Congratulations. But then, of course, I have to ask, where was it and how much did you pay? just because I'm curious. You don't have to share if you really don't want to. I understand, but I have to ask. Oh, ham hands, you'll get yours eventually, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, I got all the swap zone medals. Took some damage. See, now I can focus on just taking no damage, even if I don't collect all the swap zone medals next time through. Sure, let's do it one more time. Try to do no damage. Get this out of the way while it's fresh in my mind. Yeah, no damage challenges in general are just not my favorite. Not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. All right, nope, we're done with that. What else left? That's probably no damage as well, isn't it? Yeah, the last star on a bunch of these is gonna be no damage. That sucks. Except for like the springy ones. I should. This just land on every pad, isn't it? Rattleshake, let's go. It's your time to shine. Huge lot of 26 Skylanders got from the local retro video game store. 8-Bit Hall of Fame, and you got a deal. Ooh. That sounds amazing, Toy Store. Okay, first of all, 8-Bit Hall of Fame sounds like a fantastic store. 8-Bit Hall of Fame. Do they normally carry Skylanders, or like that's why they were trying to offload them all at once, is because they don't normally carry them? Do you know? I don't know if this is a local store to you, or if you just happen to be traveling or whatever. Oh, I forgot to check the challenge. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bounce on every island. Yep. Problem with these and bounce on every island is when, yeah, the islands disappear. You really have to have a solid bounce plan and pattern to get them all. Just make sure you don't miss any or leave yourself stranded. Which I appreciate the challenge once again, but it's also like, when they fall apart like this, if you mess up one, good thing it's not a no damage thing, it can just ruin the entire run, right? I mean, but I guess it's the same as taking no damage in that respect. That may have been a mistake. I don't know if I can make it back. Yep. Shoot. Okay. That needs to be the last one then? Maybe. Ooh, he knows I'm into that. I must mean you got to trade in today. They carry them when they get them traded in. Fair enough. Son started collecting. Have them on a shelf this past year. I've gone along with him. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That makes sense. It's all you see, and that's why it pays to make contact like that. Let people know that you are interested in Skylanders. Because then they're also like store owners like that are more likely to buy them when they know they have someone to sell them to. I think that's why a lot of stores don't carry them, is because they think, perhaps rightly in some cases, that they just don't have an audience for them. But for any of us, make friends with your local store owners. Let them know you want Skylanders. Let them know what they might do for you. Oh, can't quite make that one either. Shoot. I do have to go back. Emperor Virgil, yes, I absolutely buy. No, sorry, I do not only buy in bulk. What I usually tell people with high-end rare stuff like that is that you're gonna be able to get significantly more for them if you sell directly to a collector. And that may just be like through eBay or something like that. However, if you are still opposed to selling through eBay, or you don't want to take the time and effort to do that, yes, I'm more than happy to buy, 1 or 2 figures off you. Just be aware that I am a reseller. I am a middleman. My prices are not going to be as high as, like I said, if you were selling directly to the end user. So I'm happy to work with you and see if we can come to a compromise, I guess, a price that we're both happy with. But yeah, just as I said in the video, send me an email, matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. We'll throw that up here again as well. matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. Send me pictures of whatever you have for sale, along with your initial asking price, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Email matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. Let me know what you're selling, and we'll start there. Yeah, I will buy anything and everything. It all just comes down to price. I mean, like, if you wanted to sell me one singular, ninja stealth elf that I sell for 99 cents, like, okay, fine. I will pay you 10 cents for it, and you are responsible for shipping. So that's where it just ultimately doesn't make sense to do. But I'm not gonna say no, I don't want that. It's just I have my prices that I can pay, and depends on what you're looking to sell. So I mean, if it's 1 or 2 rare items, yeah, it makes more sense logistically, and like I can pay you enough to cover that shipping costs and all that. But that is going to be a situation where, are you trying to get top dollar, or are you happy to just get them off your hands, get some cash? I mean, obviously, like more than you paid initially would be the thought process behind that. There we go. That's the jump I needed. And go from there. And some people are happy to do that. They just want to get the figures off their hands. They're not Skylanders experts. They're not eBay experts. They don't want to spend all their time there. But yeah, I'm happy to take stuff off your hands. All the way out of this level well enough to know where I need to go next. Can I get there? Yes. Okay. Shoot. Emperor, that's fantastic. So yeah, like you don't even have to worry about like making the money back you spent on them initially or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, I have bought figures many times from former employees, either directly or indirectly. I've bought collections, like I said, directly from employees. I bought them from like, we were family friends of an employee and they moved, and so they gave us their collection, and now we're moving, and so we don't want to move this entire collection along with us, so we'd like to sell it all at once to you and just get it off our hands right away. And like I do stuff like that all the time. But yeah, I'm happy to at least look at whatever you have and at least make an offer on it, and you can decide then if it's worth it for you or what you want to do with it. Have a blast. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the stream. The U2's figures. I'll make a more of a video about that at some point in the future. When I've had time to put together more of my thoughts. Like I have some thoughts already, but I want to do a little bit more research into the company itself and to make some more educated guesses on what we might end up seeing. But yeah, have definitely heard about that, and I'm excited for it. We were talking about like I might actually get to do a like new product unboxing for Skylanders next year, which hasn't happened, since 2017 that I've had a new physical product to unbox. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, I'm gonna get this one. This might be the last thing I do today, but I'm convinced I can get this. Now that I've finally seen that third level, have a little bit better idea of what I need to do with it. Still not 100% how I'm going to run it. There's a big old loop at the end of that. That's could be tough. Come back here. Wait for me. Shoot, I'm gonna run this backwards. It's gonna work, but not how I've done the first 5 times. gonna be a problem. Get there, get there. There we go. Okay.
Great job.
I wish I could get like an overview map ahead of time to see all these islands. Because the fact that I have to hit them all and I only get one shot at it is it's just rough. I want to try something. It might be stupid, but I'm going to try it. That's not what I was expecting to do, but it worked for now. That's as far as you go. Shoot. That might not be far enough. Nope. Yep. Okay. That hurt. All right. I got these first two levels down. I'm still uncertain about that last one. Oh, yeah. December and Snowbright Stormblade. Yep. Yeah, those are definitely the employee figures. So it totally makes sense. So do you have them loose then? Is that why you didn't know the names? Because the names of them would have been printed on the box if they were in box. So I'm guessing you have them loose. still unsure about this. Nope, that's not going to work. Shoot. All right. Both inbox. Stormblade's packaging is damaged, but all the stuff looks to be there. The cardboard back fell off. Yeah, that's fine. Most people just want the figures anyway. The boxes are cool, especially on those employee figures, because they're special boxes, and they decorated them a little bit more than some of the other boxes that we get. They made them look extra special, and they do say like employee edition on there and stuff. So they're nice to have, but not necessary. They're still valuable out of box or partial box or whatever you got. Atacon, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. All Skylanders games are good games. So I'm not saying Swap Force is a bad game, but it's at the bottom of my list. Exactly. You get it. You get it. Yeah, I feel like employee editions are only going to go up in price. That's probably fair. Yeah, there's a few figures I think that are only going to go up in price. I mean, Green Chompy Mage. I mean, probably even like Robo. Wildstorm will probably continue to climb up a little bit. Basically, any of the ones that are expensive now, yeah, they're probably only getting more expensive. Like the ones I feel that are going to come down or very are going to be your more standard figures, and that's usually going to be like when we find a trove of them somewhere. Whereas like employee editions, like we're not going to find, oh, there's just 1,000 Snowbright Stormblade sitting in a warehouse like that. No, that's not going to happen. In general, most figures I feel are just going to keep going up in price as they get older and more get damaged and more get lost and more get thrown away. Like, it is what it is. But Superchargers didn't have a great story and decent roster. It would be my worst. Yeah. So, like, I keep flipping between Superchargers and Swap Force as which is worst. It's usually whichever one I'm playing at the time, because like I hadn't played Swap Force for a while, and I went and played Superchargers. I'm like, yeah, this one kind of sucks. But then I came back and played Swap Force. I'm like, man, these levels are just so long, and like if I'm trying to hunt down all the items, it'll take me an hour to play through one level. And I mean, part of it's on me, especially if I'm doing it while streaming here, because I take breaks like this and talk to you guys, and I don't do anything in the game while I'm doing that. So part of that's on me. But even when I sit down and focus, and it's like, it's going to be a bare minimum 30 minutes to complete a level. Like, you can't just sit down for 15 minutes and say, hey, yeah, I'll play one level and then move on with your day or something like that. It's rough. All right. I think I'm going to call it. This is going to be my last attempt at this tonight. Like, I really want to complete this, but I think I'm going to be at that point where if I just keep trying it, I'm just going to end up frustrated with it and not actually making any progress. So we'll see if we can do it on this one last run. And then we'll call it night. Here's hoping, because I really got the first 2 parts of this done. See, this is probably where a strategy guide would actually come in and help me, because they would have an overhead map of this level, and I could kind of plot out at least where the islands were. Now, the heights differences might play a factor into it as well, because like I can't jump all the way down there, all the way up there, even though the islands from a top-down map would look like they're right next to each other. So that would be problematic. But I could at least see where they are. Whereas right now, I'm just wildly guessing. It's like, oh, I think I'll be able to get over here eventually. Ooh, that was bad. Well, now we're going to try this out. I don't think it's going to work. Shoot. That's promising. This is going to go back down. And it might go down too far that I can't get back up. Well, I need these islands down here. All right. Can I now make it across those islands? I don't know if I can. Oh. That might be possible. That might be possible. Shoot. All right. I said I was going to call it there. I need to call it there. Code, yeah. Warehouse of Chompy Mage. We can all hope. We can all hope. I don't expect that to happen, but we can all hope. Let's go big. Undercover, I think he sold fine. Like, I'm sure Amazon sold their entire stock of them. I have a hard, like, otherwise they would still be listed there. I think at some point, some reseller got their hands on them and said, hey, no one else is buying these. I'm going to buy them all. And who knows what happened to them then. It's possible Amazon dumped them somewhere, but I have a hard time believing that. Which is better, Lego Dimensions or Disney Infinity? Lego Dimensions I prefer vastly above Disney Infinity. I have a complete Lego Dimensions collection. I have all the figures, all the promotional stuff. Disney Infinity, the only figures I still own are Aladdin and Jasmine. Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie, so I held on to those. But yeah, Disney Infinity, it was fine. I played it. I got my platinum trophies, but I don't really care for the gameplay. And a big part of the game is the toy box. And I mean, I've said it before with Imaginators, like I I'm not the creator. I want to play with the characters that professionals made. And so Imaginators wasn't my favorite. Like I didn't create a lot of characters. I played with the sensei. Um and so the same thing with the Disney Infinity, like I don't want to create a level. I want you to create the levels for me. I want to play through the levels that professionals created and tested and all that jazz. So um yeah. Could always plug in a second controller for the extra bounce. What do you mean extra bounce? Like do you like how would that work? Like I could see if you had two players. Can you have two players going through that at the same time? That would make that challenge a whole lot easier. You because then you each only have to take like one path. But player two can place another balloon down. I guess I've never done that or seen that played with two players. I have no idea what that looks like. That would be wild. It feels like cheating as well, but that would be interesting. We'll see. I I have confidence that I can do it by myself and I'll get it done. Just today is not the day. Is this considered another form of torture? No, no, no. The torture is the spinning challenges. That's the torture. Go back and watch my Super Saturday videos from years ago. I had a 12-hour stream, and during at the 11th hour, like literally the 11th hour, I was trying to complete one of the spin challenges, and I was just yeah, I was a little bit loopy at that point, um, and could not get that done. That was torture. Okay, when you play with your brother, one of us has a rechargeable ability where you can create a safety net. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Like they made all these able to be played with two players. So that's fantastic. And giving kids an extra safety net like that makes sense. For each swap zone, only one player goes through, but player two has an extra ability. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. I mean, this is stuff I legitimately never knew because I've never played two player with anybody really. Um so yeah, that's interesting. I almost feel like I need to create video content about that too. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I like the challenge. I feel that like all that stuff should and probably is. It has to be like you have to be able to do it because I'm pretty sure I have 100% on my PS3 file. Now I need to go check that. Like I've done this before. Do you think buying expensive Skylanders first, like Spotlight Wildstorm, is the way to go? I I've been asked that before, and it kind of depends. It's up to you and what your situation is, and what you're trying to accomplish. If you're just trying to collect everything without any kind of time frame, like yeah, that's probably the most um, efficient way to go about it, I guess. Um, because yeah, like we were discussing earlier, like the expensive ones are probably just going to keep getting more expensive. Whereas yeah, the cheaper ones, I mean, okay, if a $5 figure goes up, it's probably only going to go up to 6 or 7 or 8 or maybe $10. Oh no. But like that's still way more affordable than if I literally on my site, I literally just changed the price of green chompy mage from 350 to 400. So that's a $50 price jump. And like you're not like a series 2 hex isn't going to jump up $50 in price. So yeah, that's probably the smarter thing to do if that's something that you're concerned about. Um, but if you're currently playing through the games and you just want to get as many characters as possible so you can test them all out and play with a variety of characters and have an army to go after chaos, then the cheaper ones are probably the way to go. Just to get so you can get your hands on more of them faster. Um, so yeah, I and Code has a point here too. Yeah, might end up getting burnt out. You should just buy really expensive figures. Like, yeah, economically it makes sense, but it can be tough to just be buying like one figure at a time and not seeing progress on that collection as a whole. So maybe there's a balance, and maybe like aim for one pricey figure per month or something like that, and then buy a few mid range along with it or something like that. Um, so have a blast. You've done it. Yeah, it's still a challenge. Exactly. All right. Well, as always, folks, it has been a pleasure to hang out with you. I'm glad you joined me on this kind of impromptu journey. I'm glad we got the game working again so I can continue streaming in the future. Um, I don't know exactly when the next stream will be, but we do still have a giveaway to do this month. So probably either next Saturday or the following. So within the next week or two. Actually, wait, it's 2 weeks when I'm going to be gone. I might have to do this next week. Now, now that I'm looking at dates. Yeah, I'm going to be gone in 2 weeks. So there you have it, folks. Next Saturday, we'll plan on another stream. So once again, next Saturday, I do have my Whatnot auction at 1 p.m. Central Time. So after the Whatnot auction, we'll come back here and stream just like we did today. And that will be a giveaway stream. So next Saturday, the 19th. If you stuck around, you have inside info. There you go. Ham Hands is off next Saturday. Perfect. Yeah. So if you are interested in Whatnot, I haven't really advertised that all day. But there is a link down in the description. If you are new to Whatnot, you can sign up, get $15 in Whatnot credit. If you haven't checked out the video already about the rewards club that they just opened up, that is specifically if you buy stuff from me, then you can unlock rewards for further discounts at my shows on Whatnot. So that's something to look into as well. But I have shows this month at least every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So 3 days a week. That's where we'll be going with that. Tuesdays right now is Disney Infinity stuff. Wednesdays is my standard Whatnot Wednesday show. So that's your a lot of Skylander stuff. That's where all the like inbox Skylanders are sold, along with some other stuff. And then Saturdays are more oddball Skylanders. So merchandise. Like today we had a bunch of danglers and Happy Meal toys and dog tags and QB and Mega Blocks and 3DS stylus, cake toppers, along with some damage figures. The jumbo puzzle racers are in there as well. So a bunch of that stuff, and we're finding new stuff to put in those auctions every week. But those are Saturday auctions. So if you're interested in other merchandise, you can look on that. I'm not coming down to Florida. No, this is just a weekend family thing that I'm going. My nephew's birthday. Going down for a few days. So not a huge vacation, but I am going to be out of town, not able to run any live streams. What's the giveaway? I have to look that up because I never remember. In October, we are giving away a UFO hat. So the UFO hat, the Target pre-order card, or yeah, I think, yeah, this is a Target pre-order card. It's not the international version. So yeah, we'll be giving away a UFO hat next Saturday. in November, we have a new Unbox Chaos. And then in December, we have Snowbright Stormblade, which we just talked about. But figured that would be appropriate coming up on the holidays again. So, yeah, that will be next week. All right. I think that's all we got. So once again, yes, thank you for hanging out. I will see you this week on Whatnot, and I'll be back here next Saturday after the Whatnot stream for that giveaway stream. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see you soon. Good night.